People ask me how I stay happy out here alone. I tell them the same thing every time. I was never much good at being unhappy. Takes too much energy. I'm 88 years old. I've been out here in this desert for 26 years, and I got 6 things to say about being alone that nobody's ever going to put on a greeting card. First thing, your body is not broken. You just stopped using it right. When I drove out here in 1998, I was 62, retired. My wife had passed 2 years before. I parked the Airstream, stepped outside, and the desert just looked at me, like it was waiting to see what I'd do. First morning I walked out to that ridge, about 1.5 miles, because I figured if something was going to kill me, might as well be the sun instead of a recliner. Didn't die. Felt better than I had in years. People think the desert is empty. It's not. It's full. It's just full of things that don't care whether you notice them or not. The road runners. You keep reaching for the light switch where it used to be. Do not try to resolve grief. It does not resolve. It settles. Let it settle. That is enough. The 6th and last thing, perhaps the most quietly difficult of all. When the thing that gave your life its shape is gone, who are you? I was a federal judge for 23 years. That was not just what I did, it was how I thought, the way I moved through a room, the way I listened. When I retired, I didn't lose an occupation. I lost a lens, and for several years I genuinely did not know how to see without it. Before you find a new purpose, find a new presence. Be present in moments that do not require you to be anything. A grandfather, a neighbor, a man at a table with coffee. Let yourself exist without a title for a while. It is uncomfortable. It is necessary. My granddaughter Amara is 9 years old. She does not know I was a judge. She knows I make very good pancakes on Saturday mornings, and that I always have time for her questions. That is who I am to her. Some mornings, sitting across from her while she asks me why the sky changes colors at sunset, I think that might be the best title I ever held. Between 65 and 75, you will be asked to become someone new while grieving who you were. Nobody tells you this is the work. The decade will test your willingness to release the life you planned and receive the one that is actually in front of you. Most people refuse. They spend 10 years arguing with reality. I know. I almost did the same. The man who survives this decade is not the strongest man. He is the most willing. Willing to ask for help. Willing to be new. Willing to grieve and still get up. Willing to be nobody's judge, including his own. I said good morning to the desert, and the desert has been polite enough not to ask me to be anything other than what I am. 3 years ago, my nephew drove out to spend a week. By day 4, he was losing his mind. He said, "Uncle Harlan, how do you stand the quiet?" I said, "Son, it isn't quiet. You just can't hear yet. Lonely is what happens when you don't like the company you're keeping. I happen to like mine. Solitude is not something that happens to you. It is something you can choose, practice, and eventually love. The silence out here took about 6 months to stop feeling like punishment and start feeling like a gift. Give it time." 5th thing, small rituals, every day, non-negotiable. Every morning at 5:30, before it gets hot, I take my coffee outside and sit in that chair and face east and watch the sun decide to come up. 15 minutes. I don't read, I don't check anything. I just watch the sky go from black to purple to orange to white. I've watched it about 9,000 times now. It is different every single morning. In the evening, I walk the perimeter of the property. Takes about 8 minutes, and look for anything that needs attention. Crack in the hitch, tire looking soft, coyote family moving through. These things don't fix themselves, neither do people. Ritual isn't ceremony. It's not spiritual. It's a promise you make yourself every day and keep. That's it. But it gives your day a spine. Without it, the days go soft. Sixth thing, purpose doesn't need an audience. Once a month, I write a letter to my grandson Eddie. He's 19, lives in Phoenix. He probably reads about half of them. That's fine. I write them anyway because the act of thinking through what I know, what I want him to know, that takes something from me. Good something. I also stop for anybody who breaks down on this stretch of road. Happens 4 or 5 times a year. Last spring I helped a young couple from Massachusetts with a blown radiator. We sat and talked for 2 hours in the shade of the Airstream. They seemed surprised that an old man alone in the desert had things to say. I wasn't. Purpose doesn't need crowds. It needs your attention. Give something of yourself every week that doesn't require anyone to applaud you for it. That's the whole instruction. People ask me if I'm lonely out here. I give them the honest answer. I have never been less lonely in my life. Out here, everything is honest. The sun is honest. The cold is honest. The silence is honest. When you strip everything down to what's real, you find out you were good company all along. You just had too much noise to notice. I'm 88 years old. I've got the Airstream, the desert, my books, my chair, and enough good mornings left to not waste a single one. 6 things. Move. Think. Tell yourself the truth. Choose the quiet. Keep your small rituals. Give something without needing credit. You don't need a crowd to have a life. You just need to show up for the one you got. I'll see you out here.